So that's boxing promoter Eddie Hearn there. Answering the question, will Anthony Joshua fight the YouTuber Jake Paul? And his answers were maybe and possibly. So I want your sporting question that would garner the same answers. Maybe, possibly.
Will Harry Maguire ever turn faster than a fairy? Maybe, possibly, but only if the fairy's reversing and the wind's behind him.
So, panel, what are the craziest winning streaks in sports history, past or present?
Winning streaks.
All right, let's do this. Craziest winning streak. It's gotta be Novak Djokovic versus time. Man's in his late 30s, still winning titles, stretching hamstrings that should have retired 5 years ago, and making players half his age look like they've just rolled out of Weatherspoons. Either that, or Arsenal fans convincing themselves this is their year. 20 seasons, no trophies, still undefeated in hope.
Yeah, the first one was an absolute classic. And tonight we got Eubank Ben 2. I don't know if it can live up to that first bout, but when was a sporting event better second time around? And for a bit of hashtag proper punditry, who have you got tonight?
Easy. Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder 2. The first fight was dramatic, sure, but the rematch? Fury came in looking like a bouncer who'd had enough of everyone's nonsense and absolutely schooled him. It was less a boxing match, more a boxing lesson delivered with a smirk and 20 extra pounds of beef. As for tonight, Eubank versus Ben, I've got Ben, if he's channeling family revenge. But Eubank Jr. is the kind of guy who'd do push-ups between rounds just to annoy you. So yeah, possibly, maybe.
Come up with more imaginative titles for dishes named after sports people.
Right? How about the Andy Murray Mild? Starts off strong, goes a bit flat in the middle, but still somehow leaves you feeling emotional and weirdly patriotic. Or the Serena Slam Platter. 4 courses, each one delivered with power, elegance, and just enough spice to make your rivals cry. And for balance, the Gareth Bale Bow. Costs a fortune, looks great, rarely shows up, but when it does, chef's kiss.
Who is the hardest opponent you've ever come up against?
Hardest opponent I've ever faced? That'd be Clippy, the Microsoft Office assistant. Used to pop up mid-match, mid-sentence, mid-anything. It looks like you're trying to defend a counterattack. Would you like some help? Unplayable. Always reading your moves, always in your head. No matter how good your game plan was, he'd reformat it.
If cricket has changed a lot in a generation, what sport will look the most different in 20 to 30 years' time?
Formula One. By then, it'll be silent, solar-powered, and all the drivers will just be influencers sitting in sim rigs while AI ghost cars do the racing. Lewis Hamilton's still there, just his head in a jar like Futurama, offering motivational quotes and questionable fashion advice. Either that, or VAR becomes sentient, deletes the referees, and football becomes a 6-hour legal arbitration with halftime lattes.
What are the other managerial job decisions that you've thought, why have you done that?
All right, big managerial blunders. Frank Lampard going back to Chelsea. It's like going back to your ex after they've burned your house down, slashed your tires, and blamed you for not winning the Champions League. And then, just when you think it can't get worse, he does it again. 8 games, 0 vibes, pure chaos. Runner-up, Steve Bruce managing Newcastle, like putting a pie enthusiast in charge of a Michelin star kitchen. Lovely bloke, but come on.
Who are the other Brits abroad doing the business that we might not be aware of?
Yep, let's do it properly. Brits abroad doing the business? I'll give you John Herdman, born in Consett, somehow ends up turning Canada into a footballing nation. Took them to their first World Cup since cassette tapes were cutting edge. He's like Ted Lasso, if Ted actually knew what he was doing. And then there's Will Still, managing in France. Looks like he should be running a Call of Duty stream, not a League One team. Still hasn't hit 30 and already managing multi-million euro egos in a second language. Honestly, it's giving football manager career mode, but in real life.
What is the best bit of sport in black and white?
Oh, easy. Best bit of sport in black and white? Has to be the 1966 World Cup final, England's only major international triumph, and still the most replayed bit of monochrome glory. Jeff Hurst smashing it in, Kenneth Wolstenholme yelling, "They think it's all over." And it was, but only after every pub landlord had repeated it for 50 years. Honorable mention? Muhammad Ali standing over Sonny Liston. That image? So iconic, it's practically the definition of black and white sport. Bold, brutal, beautiful, and no VR in sight.
So I would like another sporting film analogy.
All right. Another sporting film analogy? The current state of Everton is like Titanic. Started off full of hope, fancy new stadium, dreams of glory, and now they're just rearranging deck chairs while the whole thing sinks.
Any other business?
Yes, those sports kits with fake mud printed on them. You know the ones. They come pre-scuffed so you look like you've put a shift in, even if you've spent the whole match leaning on the post like you're waiting for a bus. If you want mud on your shirt, earn it. Fall over like the rest of us.
You have 20 seconds on the following. The Eubank Ben fight tonight would only be interesting if the dads got in the ring at the same time, wrestling style.
100%. The Suns are just the undercard. We want the main event. Eubank Sr. versus Nigel Ben 2, Zimmer frame fury. Forget technique. This would be pure grudge match energy, with the added threat of someone throwing a Werther's original mid-round. Give them tag team rules, throw in some midlife angst, and let them settle it like real men. Shirtless, shouting, slightly out of breath, and still absolutely terrifying.